Sarvadharmastapakatvam Sarvadharmaswarupakaha Acharyanam Mahacharyo Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha. O establisher of all the faiths, embodiment of all the religions, the greatest teacher among all the teachers, O Sri Ramakrishna, my salutations to you. Sri Ramakrishna has taught us how to cultivate, how to get that harvest and protect that harvest that we have got in our field. This field which is going to, we have to forfeit sooner or later. But before that, cultivate something, get that harvest, and that harvest will be protected by a good fence, by a very strong hedge, the hedge of Kali's name, where even the death is afraid of coming over there. And then Sri Ramakrishna again sang another song of how to protect this body. Shiva is protecting this body. Shiva is protecting this house of 9 gates, house of 9 openings, and this house which is strongly supported by one pillar, that is the Satchidananda Brahman, which is supporting this house of 9 pillars, and it is further secured tightly so that this house doesn't fall with 3 ropes, and the 3 ropes are Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. With all this as the supportive network which is protecting this house, and Lord Shiva himself dwelling here in our head on the 1,000-petaled lotus. What is going to harm us? What is going to destroy us? There is no fear, there is no doubt, and let us continue our walk on this path of devotion with a strong faith. And then again he had sung that song that when we, with this strong faith, as is our meditation, so is our feeling of love, and as strong is our feeling of love, so is our gain of the rich fruits on this path of devotion. But behind all this, behind the love, behind the efforts, behind the devotion, behind the meditation, the faith is the base. Faith is the root cause of all. Because of faith, all these things are happening. Because there is faith, I am able to meditate. Because there is faith, I am able to develop that love and devotion for the lotus feet of the Lord. Because of that love and devotion for the lotus feet of the Lord, I am able to get that rich harvest which I am cultivating in this field of mine. So that is what Sri Ramakrishna had told us, that having taken the shelter at the nectar feet of Mother Kali's feet, what is there to fear of? Having taken the name of my Lord, I don't even have to go to any of those places of pilgrimage that also Sri Ramakrishna had sung in that song, that why should I go to Ganga or Gaya or to Kashi, Kanchi or Prabhas? I have taken the name of my Lord, my Kali's name is on my lips, I should not go anywhere else now. And then Sri Ramakrishna had told that for such householder devotees, now he has given a way out for the householder devotees. All these practices, chanting the name, having the faith in the Guru's words, chanting the name and cultivating that love and devotion for the lotus feet of the Lord, and achieving the great, reaping the great fruits, reaping the rich harvest, chanting the name of the God. So this will keep the householders away from any kind of pairs of opposites. They need not be worried about, oh, am I going to do anything bad? Am I going to do anything evil? Need not be. Have faith in the words of your Guru and continue with your path of devotion, and you will have to, you will be out of that pairs of opposites. No more wickedness, no more wrongdoings, no more ill doings for the householder devotees. It will only be the path towards bliss. So having told this, now the Tantric, he appreciates Sri Ramakrishna's teachings, and he says, you have said rightly that he keeps only the knowledge of ego. Yes, you have very rightly said, he tells Sri Ramakrishna, it is only the Lord who finally, he kills that unripe ego and converts it to the ego of knowledge. And then the devotee, then the follower of the seeker of liberation, the mumukshu, then his unripe ego gets converted to ripe ego. Then he gets the ego of knowledge. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, yes, he keeps only the knowledge ego. And what is that knowledge ego? The devotee ego, the servant ego, and the good ego. His wicked ego disappears. Now there is no wickedness in this devotee. Now there is nothing ill in this devotee. There is nothing evil in this devotee. All that wickedness, the evilness, the doing bad things, all those things, they have just got destroyed by chanting the name of the Lord that the Guru has given. Now, this ego of knowledge, is the knowledge ego, is nothing but the devotee ego. The devotee ego, the servant ego. I am a devotee, he is the deity. I am the servant, he is the master. It is a child ego. I am the child and she is my mother. There is no more wicked ego, there is no more evil ego, there is no more negative ego, the unripe ego. The wicked ego disappears, Sri Ramakrishna says. And then the Tantric tells Sri Ramakrishna, today you have destroyed many of our doubts. Now he accepts. They had so many doubts in their mind. And the Tantric says that all our doubts you have removed today with all your nectarine teachings, with all the songs that you have sung, and you have kind of enlightened us with that great knowledge. You have enlightened us with that awareness. We have enlightened us of how to get that knowledge ego and destroy the wicked ego. All doubts have gone. And to that Sri Ramakrishna, with all the humility, he answers, all doubts disappear when one realizes the self. He says, simply saying doubts have gone doesn't have any meaning. All doubts disappear when one realizes self. When one realizes self. When one gets that harvest of the rich fruit, after chanting the name of the Lord, after chanting the Kali's name, after chanting the name of the Divine Mother, what happens? All the doubts vanish. Just by saying all doubts have gone, doubts can never leave you. But doubts will leave you forever. The moment a devotee realizes the self, the moment you realize who you are, the moment you have that absolute realization, then all the doubts vanish. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, assume the tamasic aspect of bhakti. He says your sattvic bhakti is fine. That is the purest of the pure bhakti. But at times, you have to assume tamasic bhakti also to get that rich fruit of harvest. Say with force, what? I have uttered the name of Rama. I have uttered the name of Kali. How can I be in bondage anymore? How can I be affected by the law of karma? He says you should have that strong tamasic faith. You should have that tamasic shraddha. I have taken the name of my Lord. I have taken the name of my chosen deity. How can I still be affected by those laws of karma, that those laws of the repeated births and deaths? I am out of it. I have taken. If you have that strong faith, I have taken the name of my chosen deity. Nobody can affect me in this life or hereafter. I am eternally free. I am eternally unbonded. There is no bondage for me. I am totally free. I am totally out of this cycle of birth and death. I am totally out of this cycle of the laws of karma. The good or bad karma, they are not going to affect me at all. Have that strong faith and have that tamasic faith. Have that tamasic shraddha. I have taken it. Who can now dare challenge me? Tell your chosen deity, I have taken your name. How can you prevent me from getting my liberation? And then to make that point strong, Sri Ramakrishna sings this last song during this devotional discourse. If only I can pass away repeating Durga's name, how can thou then, O Blessed One, Withhold from me deliverance, wretched though I may be. Now, this is the song that Sri Ramakrishna used to sing quite often to the devotees, that Ami Durga, Durga, Durga bole Ma Jodi Mori. If I die with the name of Durga on my lips, how can you, O Blessed One, you prevent me my deliverance? You cannot prevent mukti being away from me. You cannot keep the moksha away from me. I have the name of my mother on my lips, on my deathbed. I'm going now. I'm departing. But at this end point, at this point of taking leave of this world, or at this point of shedding this body, I have the name of Durga on my lips. Ami Durga, Durga, Durga bole, Ma Jodi Mori. And then, wretched, however I may be, I must have committed so many sins. I might have committed so many evil things in my life. I might have committed so many bad things in my life, unthought of things in my life. But now I have the name of Durga on my lips. You cannot prevent deliverance from me, O Mother, O beloved one. I may have stolen a drink of wine. Now these are all the kind of in the Samhita. These are considered to be all the bad things, the wicked things that a person can do. Stealing a wine, killing a child unborn. I may have stolen a drink of wine, or killed a child unborn, or slain a woman or a cow, or even caused a Brahmin's death. Now these four are considered to be the Mahapatakas, the greatest sins. Stealing a glass of wine, that is also a sin. Killing an unborn child, slaying a woman or slaying a cow, or even causing a Brahmin's death. These are the Mahapatakas as far as the tradition goes. I might have committed all of these, but though it all be true, nothing of this can make me feel the least uneasiness. None of these wicked things that I have done, I might have done all these things in my life, but none of these things are going to make me uneasy. None of these bad things that I have done, they are ever going to tempt me, my name. He has done such and such thing. He has done, that is all gone. Nothing of this can make me feel the least uneasiness, for through the name of thy sweet name, O Durga, through the power of thy sweet name, my wretched soul may still aspire even to Brahmanhood. I might have done all these. Yes, I accept. I might have done. But now, with Durga's name on my lips, although I have done all these wicked things, but now with Ma Durga's name on my lips, at my time of death, at the time of my death, I am entitled to even attaining the Brahmanhood. I am entitled to reach the Brahman. I am entitled, this Jivatman, to get merged in the Paramatman. Nobody can stop it. That should be the faith in your Lord's name. That is what Sri Ramakrishna says. And then he continues further. Faith, faith, faith. That is the key. Faith in your Guru's word. Faith in what you are doing. Yes, I am taking my Lord's name. Nobody can affect me. Nobody can drown me. No, whatever wicked things I might have done, I am beyond that now. I am repenting. I am not going to do it. And now I have taken my Lord's name. That is the end of all my past history. Now is the bright future for me. Faith, faith, faith. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, once a guru said to his pupil, Ram alone has become everything. One guru was teaching his students, and he told his students that Rama has formed everything in this creation. Ram is pervading this entire creation. Rama is manifesting in all the beings of this universe, in all the beings of this creation. That was the strong message that the Guru gave. And one of his students, he had such a strong faith in Guru's words that once what happened? When a dog began to eat the pupil's bread, he said to it, O Rama, Wait a little, I shall butter your bread. Hmm? Oh Rama, because Guru has said Rama dwells in all the beings, that dog is going to steal bread from my plate. Don't do that. Here, come, oh Rama. Oh Rama, in the form of this God, let me butter this bread so that you can enjoy the bread nicely, tasty, and delicious once I apply butter on that. Now, this actually, the story goes that this happened in the name of, in the life of one great saint in Maharashtra, Sant Namdev, I think, that he was having his food and a dog snatched away a piece of bread from his plate, and Namdev running after the dog. Wait, wait, don't eat the bread as it is. Have some sabji, have some dal, eat it with something. You won't find just eating roti to be so tasty. You take these accompaniments, you take this sabji, you take this dal, and eat nicely. That is the kind of faith one generates. That is the kind of faith one generates when one understands that it is the Lord who is dwelling in this entire creation. Worthless, now this teaching of Sri Ramakrishna is very powerful. Worthless people do not have any faith. Who don't have any faith? It is only the worthless people. People who are good for nothing, they don't have faith in anything. They always doubt. But doubts do not disappear completely till one realizes the self. It's a great teaching of Sri Ramakrishna. Worthless people do not have any faith. A simple message, no doubt. Worthless people, they don't have any faith. They always doubt. Worthless people always doubt. And when this tendency of doubt ceases, that Sri Ramakrishna now tells. But doubts do not disappear completely till one realizes God. So, till the time one does not realize God, he is worthless. Till the time one does not have the God realization, the doubts will continue, the fears will continue, and there is no end for such a journey then. So Sri Ramakrishna clearly indicates here that one should make an effort towards God realization. Only after God realization, only after realizing the self, who am I? Only when we find answer to this question, who am I, all doubts vanish, all fears fly away. So this is a very important teaching of Sri Ramakrishna, that worthless people do not have any faith. Those who do not have any faith are worthless. These worthless people will continue to doubt in each and everything. They will always have doubts. Doubts, doubts, doubts. Doubtful is their nature of these worthless people. Now, when this doubtful nature vanishes, when this doubtful nature gets destroyed, only after realizing the self. Till the time I don't realize the self, I'm a worthless person as per the definition of Sri Ramakrishna. In genuine love of God, there is no desire. Only through such love does one speedily realize God. Once we have a desireless love, all of us will love God for seeking some desires, for fulfilling some desires. Oh God, you do this for me, I will chant your name 1,008 times. You do this for me, I will participate in the Japa Yajna. With all the desires, we start worshipping the Lord. The give and take relationship. And Sri Ramakrishna says, without desire, when we start loving God, only through such love, without any desire, one speedily realizes God. Attainment of supernatural powers and so on, these are all desires. Attaining the Ashtasiddhis. The Sri Ramakrishna has taught us about those Ashtasiddhis while he was differentiating, teaching us the difference between the Hatha Yoga and the Raja Yoga. Hatha Yogis, they have always some gain in their mind. I should gain this power, I should gain that Siddhi. They all work towards the gaining one of those Ashtasiddhis. The Raja Yogis, they have no desire at all. Their desire is only to know the self. So So that is the difference. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, attainment of supernatural powers and so on. These are desires. Krishna once said to Arjuna, friend, you cannot realize God if you acquire even one of the 8 supernatural powers. If you gain even one of the Ashtasiddhis, you won't attain God. They will only add a little to your power. That's it. Your miraculous power may get increased, but you won't attain God with any of these Ashtasiddhis. Whether you want to become as big as the universe or as smaller than the atoms. Anurenu ya thokada. If you want to become smallest of smallest size or biggest of the biggest size, all those miraculous powers are not going to help you in any way in attaining God. That is Krishna's clear-cut message to Arjuna. And then this Tantrika finally asks this question, doubt to Sri Ramakrishna. Sir, why don't the rituals of Tantra bear fruit nowadays? People are all, so many people are there engaged in the Tantric sadhana. But this Tantric sadhak, he says that people nowadays they don't get the fruit of this Tantric sadhana like they used to get in the past. Now, none of these Tantric sadhakas they get any of these Ashtasiddhis. Why is it so? And Sri Ramakrishna says it is because people cannot practice them with absolute correctness and devotion. If you want to practice a tantric sadhana, do it with complete devotion. Do it with complete faith. If you are doing that sadhana with complete devotion and faith, you won't look for any of the Ashtasiddhis. Then the tantric sadhana will be for the attainment of God realization. Then the entire focus gets changed and people are focusing only on the siddhis, only on these miraculous powers. That's why they are staying far away from getting any of the siddhis, Sri Ramakrishna says. And to conclude the day's teachings, Sri Ramakrishna said, love of God is the one essential thing. That is the ultimate. We have to get that love of God. We have to generate the faith. Based on the faith, we have to meditate. And based on the meditation, we will generate the love of God. And as our love of God becomes stronger and stronger, we get everything on this path of devotion, on this path of spirituality. A true lover of God has nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. He is aware that Divine Mother knows everything. The cat handles the mouse one way, but its own kitten a very different way. A mother cat, if she sees a rat, if she sees a mouse, she will immediately pounce upon it, jump upon it, and kill it. But the same cat, the same mother cat, when she sees her kitten, how lovingly, what a great compassion, she will pour all her love, she will pour all her blessings, she will pour all her affection on that kitten. So that is what happens. The kitten has true love for its mother. So let us all be that kitten. Let us pray to Mother Cat that, oh cat, let me not be the mouse, let me be your kitten, so that I keep on receiving your grace, I keep on receiving your blessings, I keep on receiving your affectionate love. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Thakur, Jai Ma, Jai Swamiji.